You didn't understand Piccolo, at least not completely, well probably at least, as his arc is yes about becoming good, but also about something more. And let me tell you why, so subscribe guys, I mean if you want to, but do it, subscribe. So yeah, Dragon Ball has had a lot of characters, some good, some bad, but overall, whatever you think of them, there is something no one can deny. Dragon Ball has had good character arc, from Gohan becoming the best version of himself in the Cell Saga, to Vegeta learning the error of his way. Oh yes, speaking of Vegeta becoming good, isn't a character in Dragon Ball becoming good through a character arc kinda overplayed? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like those character arcs, but I think a lot of people miss the point of some of them. Especially Piccolo's, because yes, it's about Piccolo becoming good, but also about more than that. I mean, he is the son of the Demon King after all, give him a little credit. Basically, he was the devil, and he lost against Goku. I mean, it wouldn't be much of a story if Goku lost after all, but when Goku died in the Saiyan saga, Piccolo had to train Gohan to save the Earth. That's the part everyone talk about while discussing his arc after all. Back then he was still evil, but couldn't let the Saiyan take the Earth from him. So get that, the son of the Demon King trained the son of the pure Goku, one born to hate and kill, the other never knowing violence in his life. Like, especially thanks to Chi-Chi, Goku would have made him fight. So Piccolo made Gohan a fighter. He taught him about the harsh reality of life, and Gohan taught him how to care about someone, to stop hating, to life beyond fighting. Gohan made Piccolo better. What happened is Gohan turned Piccolo good, but for some context, Piccolo, the Demon King, didn't start that way. He comes from God. To become God, the Namek that became Kami had to let go of everything bad in him. Kami tried to separate the good and bad, and did it. Piccolo, even being the son of the original, was still the embodiment of everything bad in Kami. But nothing is as simple as black and white. There is good in everyone, and even if Piccolo was harsh to Gohan, even if he was sometimes mean to him, he ended up liking the kid. He was literally born as the embodiment of everything bad in people. But even through all this, he managed to be more, something Gohan showed us as Piccolo developed a bond with him over the arc, a bond leading him to give his life to save Gohan, the only person who didn't saw him as a monster from birth, other than Goku that is, concluding his turning to a good guy arc. But some would think his story ends here. There is one last part to his story, the part that makes his story even better. Let me explain. On Namek, the planet on which Piccolo was once whole, he learned he could be whole again if he wanted to, that he could fuse back with Kami, and so during the Cell Saga he did it. He fused back with Kami. Piccolo, yes, became good by saving Gohan, but also finally made peace with himself after the Cell Saga. Kami discarded the part he didn't want to become the Earth Guardian, the part of him that was pure evil, but it became good. He literally started from bad, but like everything in life, there is no such thing as all good or all bad, but it was also him that chose to be whole again with Kami. It wasn't Kami, it wasn't the god who threw him away to become all good. It was the demon who turned good, that was thrown away by that god. It was him who came to Kami to be strong enough to save the earth, so he became the best version of himself. He became whole, and the twist is that it wasn't by discarding everything he hated about himself. It wasn't by trying to erase a part of him, but by taking those parts of himself, the worst part of himself, the part we hate, and learn to accept them, accept who we are, and to, instead of hating ourselves, try to better ourselves a little every day by working on changing what you hate about yourself. Kami only became whole when he was fused with Piccolo, and Piccolo only became whole when he was fused with Kami. It wasn't by discarding one or the other. Piccolo was the worst part of Kami. Today, he is to most people the best one, because he allowed himself to grow as a person, and you too can grow as a person. Because if Piccolo became the best part of God with only the help of a child, what can't you do if you work on yourself a little? Plus, you don't start a demon, so you have a head start. If you take a little time each day to address your flaw, to try to better yourself, instead of ignoring your problem, maybe you will grow as a person too. I mean, that is the story of Piccolo after all. The story of not someone becoming good, but that the worst part of yourself can become your best. At least if you want to. I don't want to sound preachy and shit, like, do what you want, but like, that was the story of Piccolo, so like, if that inspires you to do it too, good. The reason I did this is because I think a lot of people miss the point of his arc, as they only watch DBZ and you really need to watch the whole thing to get it. And I don't know about you, but I think his story, when including the Cell Saga, is a lot more powerful than people give it credit for. And you know, it was just bugging me a little when people said nothing interesting happened with him after the Saiyan Saga, when one of the most important moments in his arc happened in the Cell one. At the end of the day, I hope you had a great time with the video, and if you have any thought about the subject, well, you can tell me in the comment section below. So don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe if you liked the video and want more video like those. Thanks for watching.